Hello tech lovers, welcome to day 5 of AppSumo week, the final day in my little week-long series, so I hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't seen this series so far, go back and check out the other reviews I've done. Today's video is on PublBox, a social media content management strategy platform, and you can actually use some of the previous stuff that we've looked at with this, as it helps you plan out when you should publish content, and it will help generate content and you can use your own content. So at the time of making this video, PublBox has actually sold out on AppSumo. I must have bagged it right towards the end. You get a lifetime access, 6-day money back guarantee, and you can see it's $49 for 2 users, 30 social profiles, which was fine for me, but you could pay a little bit more and get more profiles for both users, more posts, etc. Handily, they've also got the pricing listed next to the AppSumo, so I pay nothing a month for 2 users, 30 accounts, 6,000 posts, and you can see the closest to that is maybe this one here, 29 a month. In fact, none of them are close at all, are they? So social media accounts, 25 a month, 5 users. They're all slightly different, but it just shows you what a really great deal this was to get so many more posts and social media accounts usable. And you can see down here, ready to use posts are included, lots of images, post ideas, teamwork, loads of extra things that you wouldn't get on the basic $11.99 a month. It combines a few different elements that we've looked at in earlier videos this week. We have a graphic designer, and this allows us to design covers, avatars. So here's some lovely covers, and you can edit all of these. You can create your own if you want to as well. So if we create a post, let's just go to posts. So you can see we've got loads of posts available pre-made, which you can then edit. So let's just click edit. It brings up the editor. You see these are all little items that you can adjust. So that's a background image. You can't adjust that. You could delete it, but then there's all the text that you can edit, and you can add shapes, text, add headings, subheadings. You can change the theme, so if you realize that wasn't for you, just click on another thing. And of course you can upload your own images. If you have your own images that you wish to use, you can just select a background if you just want a funky background. So if we get rid of that, there's your funky background, and then you can just add shapes to it, and then you might add some text. And of course you can adjust the color, you can adjust the font. It'd be nice if it actually showed you the fonts and what they look like rather than just being just the names. You can adjust the size. You've got layers, you can rotate. There's all sorts of things you can do here. It's perhaps a little bit more basic than Stencil, but it does the job. The second part to this is the ability to have a smart calendar. Now this calendar gives you access to ideas along the top. So you can see pre-made posts, and if you click on them, it will give you some ideas as to what you might want to post. If we click through the weeks, you can see they've got this going out for absolutely ages. So you can click forwards, and these little marks here are my content strategy that it's drawn up for me. So if you wanted to use this one, for example, I'm technology based, I would simply say schedule. I can then either use this as it is, or I can type in my own text at the top, and then at the top here I can post it to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn and Tumblr. You see that's down here. Now it can auto post to most of these except for Instagram. You'll have to use the mobile app to do that. I'll show you that in a second. If you are interested in content strategy, this will come up with a content strategy. If I say new strategy, what do we want to do? It'll come up with a quick couple of questions, and let's say I want to build awareness, and I want to post 3 times a week, and I want to do it for 4 weeks. Click next. So now it's come up with the content strategy. It wants me to do engaging content on Monday, reputational content Tuesday, specialized topic on the Wednesday, then have a break, and so on and so forth. Once you've accepted the content strategy, each of these little points will come up with a recommendation. If we go back to the smart calendar, you'll now find the content strategy has been overlaid. So there we go. This is where it's saying I should do some content at 2 p.m, 6 p.m, and then at 1 p.m. And this is supposed to be seasonal topics. So for example, I might want to do, it's not especially seasonal, but let's say esports are future. Boom, there you go. Post is ready. There we go. I can delete that one because I don't want to use that one. Now, here's a warning because it's saying exceed size limit. So you can see the text, there's far too much text for use on Twitter. So you might want to edit that down or remove Twitter as an option. And there you go, it's now ready to use. They've recently launched analytics. I've not been using it long enough to get any real meaningful analytics on this yet. It's there. So to make this work, you'll have to add your social accounts. You can see I have added Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and LinkedIn. If you click on the little question mark, that'll give you some help and advice. So you can see posting to Instagram, you're going to have to use your mobile phone. To do that, you download the app and it will notify you when a post is ready to be posted. You copy the post over. It can post a picture, but it can't post the text. It's a little bit fiddly at the moment, actually. And I would say I really hope they can improve the integration between their site and Instagram in the future, because I'd love to be able to schedule posts. And you've got recent activity. You can see all the stuff that you have generated. So actually, this is a good one because you might recognize this from my stencil review. That was the design and the quote I made in stencil, and I've used PublBox to then publish it. I've enjoyed using PublBox. I'm glad I got it at the special discounted rate when I did. I think they've given a generous amount of social media platforms and users, so you can manage your own personal one and then maybe your blogging one, or if you've got a couple of companies, whatever you want to do, you can mix it up. You can have a couple of users on there, and it's a great way of generating some extra ideas. Of course, what's brilliant about this is you can use your own content, whether that's something you've created yourself, your own photos, your own memes, or something the way you generate it in something like stencil or in video. You can bring those over as well. If you enjoyed the video and you haven't already, click subscribe, join my tech tribe, and I'll see you on my next review.